Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius September 12, 2024. While there can be moments when you don't feel the timing is perfect today and tomorrow, there's some pleasant intensity and great potential for strategy and planning with you. Long-term ventures are particularly appealing, and they can thrive with the effort you put into them, even if it's just about planning. Tying up loose ends and fulfilling your responsibilities to loved ones or home life can also be satisfying. In fact, you might feel more dedicated to working things through, and the effort you apply to a situation can be noticed and appreciated. While you may not be ready to jump into action just yet, you're absorbing a tremendous amount from your environment simply by stepping back and observing more than usual. At the same time, the moon spends the day in your communication sector, and sharing ideas or following your special interests can also be attractive today. Feeling spicy? It's quite possible. With our cosmic messenger planet, Mercury, shooting sexts over to mighty Mars in the heavens, you'll be feeling your motor humming. This is a great time to socialize and step out of your comfort zone even though it's a work night. In fact, getting your flirt on will come easier than ever, so regardless if you're single or attached, exercise those sexy words and body language. There's nothing to be shy or cautious about when you're as gorgeous as you are. Own that confidence and grace. Whenever these two powerhouses link in a sextile, life is moving fast. An interaction could change the way you view your working relationships. Usually, you are fair and peaceful. However, today might be more passionate, as the moon in Sagittarius trines the north node in Aries and sextiles the south node in Libra. You could find yourself in a loud and potentially forceful situation with a coworker. Maybe the other party feels very strongly, or there could be a lot of intense feelings. By the time the situation is over, you may feel like it is time to change how you interact with others at work. Getting what you want may seem easy these days, with the astral energy at play. Seem is the important word here. It is all too easy to make ourselves believe that what we get is really what we want, and this is especially true for you. We must take the time to really know what we want. Some form of quiet is necessary. Why? In order to foster this skill. Yoga is a lovely combination of inner and outer strength building. Actually, any exercise that challenges you is recommended. You will tend to change directions in your life and find a new balance after a long period of failures and difficulties. It is with your family and friends that you will feel most in harmony, and everyone will advise you to start working on your inner life so that you can see some light at the end of the tunnel. This inner search may be slow and laborious, but this is the price that you have to pay to get some harmony back into your life, most notably in your relationships. Everything will irritate you and generate conflicts. Where has your legendary humor gone? 2 days after the moon leaves Libra, where it clashes with both planets in your relationship sector and crosses the lunar nodes, it returns for its monthly visit to your communication sector. This pattern repeats every 4 weeks, allowing the moon to highlight any imbalances between personal needs and relationship demands before addressing them. This month is unique because Venus, the planet of love, is also in Libra during this time. Venus is using this period to help you better understand your desires in relationships and what others need from you. Just as Mercury, the planet of communication, not only spent much of last week at a friendly aspect to both planets in your relationship sector, but for the third time in less than 2 months, the moon returns for its monthly visit to your communication sector. It comes just a day after Mercury moved on, with the moon jumping in and continuing from where he left off. Our eyes in the sky. On a brighter note, the social energy today is incredibly warm and inviting, almost like walking into a room where everyone seems to be in sync. Smiles all around, conversations flowing effortlessly. Have you ever experienced that kind of environment? The kind where you instantly feel at ease, and the vibe is just right? That's the type of energy you might find yourself immersed in today. Whether you're at a gathering with friends, talking to a colleague, or even bumping into an old acquaintance, there's a sense of openness and connection in the air. The people you encounter are likely to be considerate and thoughtful, making any interaction no matter how casual feel special. There's a genuine opportunity for meaningful conversations that could either spark new friendships or reignite old ones. You might even find yourself reconnecting with someone you haven't spoken to in a while, and it could feel like no time has passed at all. Imagine sitting down with a friend you haven't seen in ages and picking up right where you left off. No awkwardness, just a shared sense of comfort and familiarity. Today's relaxed and harmonious atmosphere offers the perfect backdrop for moments like that. If you've been feeling a little disconnected from others lately, this is your chance to re-establish those bonds and create new, lasting connections. But let's be real for a moment. While the social vibes are high, emotionally, things could feel a bit like a roller coaster today. You might notice that your feelings are shifting rapidly, up one moment, down the next. Have you ever met someone and felt an instant spark, only to have that initial excitement fade as quickly as it appeared? Today's energy could stir up those kinds of fleeting emotions, especially when it comes to relationships. You may find yourself drawn to someone new, only to feel uncertain or indifferent as the day goes on. And if that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're definitely not alone in this. We've all been there, riding the emotional highs and lows that come with new connections. This is a great time to remind yourself to approach your relationships thoughtfully and with care. Instead of jumping to conclusions or making impulsive decisions, take a step back and reflect. Ask yourself, what are you truly looking for in the long term? What do you need from your relationships? Her romantic, platonic, or professional to feel supported and fulfilled? Gaining clarity on these questions can help you avoid misunderstandings and build deeper, more meaningful connections. Have you ever had a relationship that seemed perfect in the moment, but when you looked at the bigger picture, it didn't quite align with your long-term goals? Today gives you the chance to dig deeper and make sure your actions reflect your true intentions. It's all about creating connections that feel right not just now, but for the future. Now, let's talk about those tasks or unresolved issues you've been putting off. We all have that to-do list we've been avoiding, or that conversation we just don't want to have. Well, today, the universe is offering a fresh wave of motivation to tackle those lingering tasks head-on. Mercury in Virgo is on your side, bringing you the focus and precision you need to get things done. Have you ever noticed how a small shift in perspective can make even the most daunting task seem manageable? Suddenly, that project you've been dreading feels like something you can actually handle. That difficult conversation? You now have the clarity and confidence to approach it with grace. Today is the perfect time to lean into that energy. You might even find that opportunities or contacts from the past resurface, reigniting your passion for something you once put aside. It could be an old project, a hobby you loved, or even a career opportunity that's back on the table. Whatever it is, others are likely to notice your renewed sense of self-confidence, and don't be surprised if they're drawn to your energy. Use this momentum to not only power through your responsibilities but also to explore new hobbies or activities that bring you joy. After all, a little playtime is just what you need to keep your spirits high and your mind sharp. When was the last time you tried something new or revisited a hobby that made you feel truly happy? Today is a great day to embrace that playful spirit and rediscover the things that light you up inside.